Hello everybody, and welcome to RoyalTee Talks. I am your host, Alexia McKay, and as you can see, we are in person after over a year kicking off our YouTube series, and I'm so excited. And I am here with my special guest today, CJ of Booze and Bubbles. Hey girl, hey girl. I am so excited to have you on the show. Welcome. And first of all, the top.
Okay.
Girl, I need to know.
All right, so you know what? I was thinking of something like, I don't want to be too like traditional white t-shirt, shorts, you know? Let's add a little spunk to it, you know? Like, let's do something like, ooh, let me see.
I'm feeling it. And who do I need to shout out so I can get this top?
You know what? Amazon.
Shout out to Amazon on the white top. Loving it.
Ow.
Yes. So let's get right into it. I mean, like Booze and Bubbles.
Yes.
It is a mobile bartending and specialty drink food truck that you and Boo, can I call him Boo? Boo thing.
Oh, honey, that's my fiance.
Fiance, honey, Boo, she got me correct real quick.
Yeah.
Fiance started last year during the pandemic. I mean, so far your business has been booming. You have your champagne wall.
Yes.
And what I really like how you tell your story all the time is the manifestation behind your business. So tell me a little about that and how Booze and Bubbles came to fruition just through, I don't know, through faith, it seems.
So that's exactly where it started, faith. Because coming from an epidemiology background, you know, I told you, like, I have a master's in public health. You know, I wanted to do the corporate world, the traditional things of,
Right.
you know, go to college, get your degree.
Right.
You know, don't be creative. You know, you're a woman. You need to go in there and stand your ground.
It's like
Go
those
take
societal
over.
norms or
Yeah.
whatnot.
And let's break the norms, you
Right.
know? So one night on Pinterest, I was like, you know, babe, this is really cute. And if it wasn't for my babe, honestly, he motivated me. He actually gave me that extra stuff to actually go the extra mile. I wouldn't even prayed about it if it wasn't for him. You know, it's almost like I lacked the confidence in myself because I wasn't comfortable. That's something I didn't know. It was unknown, you know?
And I think that kind of goes unsung, like when you deal with entrepreneurs or just
Right.
small business owners, whether you're a man or a woman, the importance of just having a supportive partner.
Right.
Because especially like just starting your own business and doing you, it's not easy, nor is it being with someone like us. So it's great that you have that support.
Yeah, you know, my babe, he is a lot. Like, you know, you ever heard of like the men, like the woman is the head and the husband is the tail? That is literally our relationship. He lets me do whatever I want to do. He's like, okay, you know, I let her stand out, get her shine. I just stand in the background in the shadows, you know, and he's just there as my support system. He's my backbone. He's always there when I need him. And so I really appreciate him for that. It's truly, I was blessed to have him, you know, so yeah.
Absolutely. Walk me through this, the overnight, you just woke up out of your sleep type of thing.
Girl, so before I went to sleep, I asked God, I was like, literally, Lord, if this is for me, let it be for me. Show me the visions. Give me everything I need to know about this business. If this is for me, let your will be done. And literally, it was like 4:44 in the morning. And it sounds so cliche, but it's not. This is like the miracles of like God. I don't
Right.
no lie. I literally woke up. I was like really kind of delusional. I was on the couch. I remember sleeping on the couch, and I grabbed my phone, and I was just started like texting on my phone, and you know, whatever I wrote down that phone, it was jibber jabber, but I was able to dissect it. I was able to decipher what I was
Now
saying.
hold on, you want to speak in tongues through the phone now? Wait,
You know, I don't think the Lord messing with that yet, you know.
He's like, oh, I still got some levels to that first. You know, I gotta get there first.
I gotta get there first. But so you know, I woke up the next morning. I looked at my phone because it was the first thing on my screen when I opened my screen, and I said, "All right, Lord, okay, it's time. I hear you talking to me clearly. I like, if this is it, I'm not gonna ignore your signs. I'm not gonna ignore your voice to me. I'm gonna get this done." And from that day forward, I went to hit the ground running. There was no speed bumps. Like, I literally just said, you know, I'm not gonna stop. If it's a little speed bump, just go over it fast. Like, go. So that's how I started.
I love it. And what I also love is like your growth. So when you first started Booze and Bubbles, did you know you wanted to do like a business, or is it something like, I'm just gonna try it out and see where it goes, and I don't know, something occasionally that I like to do, it's a pastime,
right?
Yeah.
So you wanna know something? I really didn't have no direct vision where I wanted to go. I knew I wanted something long term, and I knew something, it was good for the year, but I still haven't worked out the fundamentals at that time of where I really want to see booze and bubbles. So what I did was I journaled and I kind of wrote down what I wanted, and I kind of envisioned where I wanted to go with it. However, at that time I really had no really guided vision where I was going. I just knew it was going somewhere. And that's a true honest answer, and it's okay to be that way, because if you try to wait till you find out where you're going, you're never going to get there. So it's always good to just get on that journey and just start going down that path and just figuring things out as you go.
And I think that's like a misconception, even with people as entrepreneurs and people who want to start their own brand. It's like, I got to figure it out. I have to figure it out right now, today, before I start. But the biggest step is just getting started.
Absolutely.
It's just getting started and just seeing where it goes.
Right.
And as you can see, like, your business and your brand has grown since, was it last November?
Yes.
And we're here summer 2021. That's insane.
Yeah.
And also what I find interesting is that you and your significant other, should I say,
you can put a name, you can put a tag on it.
Oh, fiance, because listen, people may see this 2022 and I'm like, still fiance? I don't know. But you and your fiance are a part, like, you have a partnership in running this business. So how is that? Has it made your relationship stronger? Do you feel like it is improved better, or how's that with working with your significant other in the business?
It's good to know working with your significant other is how to decipher the roles. You have to know business is business and personal is personal. And if you can't separate the two, you're gonna fail. Your relationship is not gonna last. It's gonna end really nasty, because when you get to the business side of a relationship, my fiance quits on me every setup. He tells me I'm controlling, I'm too demanding, and so I never seen the side of you.
So it's about finding that balance.
It's about finding that balance. And I have to tell him, like, babe, this is something where I'm growing for our family. This is something that I'm putting my all into. You know, this is what I'm passionate about. Yeah, I love you. This is a different side of me. However, this is the business side of me. And you have to know this side of me in order for us to work. And now that we finally got that worked out, I think we understand the roles that we play. That's why he lets me know I'm the head, and he just follows what I gotta say, and that's it.
And you would not believe how hard that is, even in today's society, for a man to do that.
Yeah.
So much respect to him for that. And just speaking of family, you do have your mother as well.
Yes.
So you have a work hat. You have a mom hat. You still have your full-time job hat.
Yeah.
You have fiance hat. How do you juggle it all?
You see that face? But honestly, you know what? I don't know. And I'm going to be completely honest. Because if it wasn't for me, I literally have a routine. I try to follow, not precisely, because nothing is perfect. I don't want to say I'm the perfect person, because the perfect person does crash. I mess up. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. But I try to follow some type of routine to where I can kind of keep myself in shape and in uniform, you know? Because I do wear a lot of hats. Yes. I know when I wake up in the morning, the first hat I have to wear, I have to be a mom at 6 o'clock in the morning, because my 2-year-old is coming to me and saying, "Mommy, I'm hungry," and, you know, or he's pulling the cover off me. And then when I leave there, I know I have to get ready to wear my full-time hat, you know, for my job. And when I get home, I have to be a mom hat and a significant other hat. I have to show him. One thing about my fiance is I have to show him affection and everything. He can't get lost in this because it can ruin us. So I always let him know.
You put family first.
I put family first.
Yeah.
And my son, if I'm working and my son say, "Hey, mommy, I want to play dinosaurs,"
I'm stopping playing
I'm
dinosaurs.
I'm playing dinosaurs.
Yes.
And that's it. Business is not coming from my family. And that's it.
Yes, and I think that's great that you put your family first, which is successful, because in order to have a successful business, is be a successful brand, you have to be successful just personally as a woman or whatnot. And I think we get so caught up in just kind of like selling the brand, but you also have to live the brand as well, which I think you do such a great job as a royal woman, of course. Booze and Bubbles has so many fun drinks, and it's such a great time, such a great drinks to try, especially for the summer here in Florida. And I just want to know, like, what is the inspiration behind your drinks? Because my personal favorite is the cute one, the little girly one, the honeydew. I love that one. And the champagne wall is gorgeous. So I just want to know, like, what is your inspiration behind making your drinks?
Well, you know, the biggest thing is being creative and curating and basically personalizing to the client. So my biggest thing is my inspiration behind each and every drink at every event that I do. I try to tie it in with the theme. So you mentioned the honeybee, and the honeybee is basically the client expressed herself as the queen bee.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, oh, what can I do to make this queen bee?
Is that Beyonce inspired?
Ooh, you know what? I think she was like, oh, I'm the bee. I have my bees and da. But I tried to make it as creative and fun as possible to where it's personalized, so she can always reflect back and say, hey, this is my personalized drink I had for my birthday, something that kind of, resonates with them and it fits the theme and it makes it fun. They're like, hey, what do you have? Oh, I'm having a honeybee, or I'm having a queen bee, and, one of my favorite signature drinks that I always love to make for my events. This is basically our Booze and Bubbles cocktail, like our actually brand name is our Prosecco Mojito,
which is what we have here, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So kudos to 7th and Grove and the flower tenders. So in this Prosecco Mojito, what you have is a basic rum, a little simple syrup, a little bit of lime juice. I like fresh lime because I feel like if you use the juice, it's kind of sugary and it kind of takes away from the originality of the mojito. And then you just top it off with a little Prosecco.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers
Try
to
it.
All right, so let's see. Oh, that's really good. So you tell me, what do you first taste when you taste this?
Aside from this lime, I taste the rum.
Okay.
It's delicious, and it's just like the right amount of alcohol and sweetness, which I love because I'm such a fruity drink person. Oh my God, I love fruity, girly, cute drinks. The cuter, the better.
Absolutely.
So this drink is perfect for like brunches. Perfect for like birthday parties.
Absolutely.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
And keep in mind, you only need 1 or 2 of these because the rum mixed with the Prosecco, it's a danada.
So this is one of your most popular drinks.
This is one of my most popular drinks. This is something that I go to. This is my go-to. So if someone does have like a champagne wall and they say, hey, I want to kind of mix up, I don't want to have this basic champagne. Okay, I have something for you. Every single time knocks it at the ballpark, and they want to know the recipe, and I give it to them because it's a basic, Prosecco Mojito. But people don't know you can make mojitos with Prosecco.
I didn't learn that either until you said it today.
Really? Oh my God.
I'm like today years old. I had no idea, so I definitely am going to be using Prosecco.
Yeah. Just top it off. No more club soda.
Okay.
No more club soda.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tell all my friends that you heard it first here on RoyalTee Talk. Prosecco Mojito.
Yes.
And I like how you mentioned about working with 7th and Grove, and which is where we are filming actually now. 7th and Grove Restaurant and Lounge here in Ybor City and Tampa, Florida. And you've done several events here, which 7th and Grove is also a local Black-owned business here in Tampa, Florida. And I just want to touch on that briefly, just the collaboration and working with fellow Black business owners. How important is that to you?
So it's very important because you always want to go back into the base roots of, your community. So I feel especially as brand names, as 7th and Grove, we have another great business here by the Cake Drip by Ferranda. She's almost like my idol. I really, really like. She's amazing.
We're going to do a segment at the Cake Drip.
Yeah. But however, yes, I love working with these brand names like this because of the fact that it makes us show others that Black-owned businesses can work together without being in competition. And I think that's the biggest issue with Black-owned businesses is that we always trying to compete with one another.
Yeah, and you just don't understand. It's like it's room at the table for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And I think once all Black-owned businesses get to that mindset, oh my God, we can really dominate this industry. We have the creativity.
Absolutely.
We have the influence.
Absolutely.
We have everything that all these other businesses don't have. However, we're missing one thing, and that's just get that crab mentality out of here. Get that. Oh, I have to compete with the next person.
And just the idea of unity,
absolutely,
which is so important. And coming off of a pandemic year, 2020. Enough said. We don't need to dwell on that.
Right.
And it's just the importance of just being there for each other, supporting each other, and collaborating as fellow Black business owners. Which I think that's what Booze and Bubbles does a great job at, because
Absolutely.
I see you all everywhere.
Thank you.
Yes. And so it's obviously that you're great with collaborating.
Right.
And what advice would you give to someone, a fellow Black entrepreneur, someone who's looking to start their business? Like, what advice would you give them to starting out, based on things that you've learned?
Well, based on things that I've learned and experienced,
Mm-hmm.
I think what I can really quote is the experience part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just not being fearful of what's out there, and not worrying about, hey, this person may have this too. Setting yourself apart from your competitor, setting yourself apart for you to stand out. What makes you so unique? Why they want to book with you? You know, why do you want to be a part with you? My thing is, find your niche first. Of course, research your market. Don't just jump out there and say, hey, I'm gonna start a business, because that's where we fail first. We don't research. We don't read. We don't want to read. We want it quickly. You really need to know what it means to be a business owner. And business owner means you have to be the marketer, you have to be the accountant, you have to be everything.
The one man, one woman army.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you don't have to outsource these things unless you research and you just do your own work. However, you can do these things. You have to set time apart. You have to be disciplined. You know, you have to be consistent. One thing that sets apart from other businesses is that you have to remain consistent. And that's my biggest thing. But I think a lot of Black owned businesses are stuck at funding, and I think that's what's really blocking everyone off. But from this past pandemic, what I did is, I would love to share this with everyone, is that when we were able to take away from the CARES Act, gave us the money to go into our 401ks. Take that money from 401k. That money, you didn't have to pay that back. That's your money. You work hard for it. You put that money away. That's your special savings. No interest, no penalties. You know, I used the opportunity to take money from our savings, open our business. Within 6 months, we seen a return, paid the money back, paid ourselves back. We didn't have to go through a bank and get a loan. We didn't have to borrow money from others.
And that's such a great idea. Like, many businesses start off with their own money.
Absolutely.
I mean, including RoyalTee.
Yeah.
You know, we started with our own money, and it's going to take a little bit to get that return. But I think if you just keep in a stride, just stay evolving, just keeping a good race.
Absolutely.
Yes, you will get your return.
Absolutely.
Yes. And what is one key thing that you have learned as a Black business owner, just as yourself, just from whether it's from mistakes made or people you've come across? What's one key takeaway that you learned about yourself?
I think is remaining confident and not becoming discouraged, because I feel as it's so easy to become discouraged in this market.
Right.
You know, there's so many other great businesses that you're like, why me? Why are you choosing me? And I have to remind myself, because I'm me. Because I put my own creativity into this business.
Right.
You know, people are going to pay you for what your vision is. And I think what I have learned the most is that I learned my endurance. I learned my strength. I learned that I could be very, I guess, productive in the little time that I have. So I think for more than anything, and remaining disciplined, because although I'm seeing this return and I want to spend it, I want to go on a trip to Jamaica, I want to go back home to St. Lucia, you know, and do everything, but just remaining disciplined.
Oh God, yes, Island. Have an island girl sitting next to us.
That's Caribbean island.
love it all. Okay.
Yes. So I just think that's the biggest part, is remaining disciplined, remaining humble. I think people, when they get started, they start seeing the limelight, they start seeing, getting noticed, they feel like they've made it, but you really haven't made it. When you still have to introduce yourself, you haven't made it.
And so we're talking about just booze and bubbles and everything fantastic that's been going on with your business, and I just want to know, what are your future aspirations and plans for it?
So, you know, we have so many things in store. Soon after a while, Booze and Bubbles will be in a city near you. Okay.
Yes, manifestation. That's the theme for the show.
Speaking into existence. But no, honestly, we have a lot of things in store. We have a lot of big things coming up. I really don't want to put it out there because I don't want to like fuck. But honestly, I just wanted to watch it unfold and be surprised at how we came up before. Just, you know, like I would tell anyone, I started my business with $500. $500. Not a lot of money. with my champagne walls. For the $500, I was marketing. I was man, listen, I was literally getting it out the mud.
Right.
Okay? I was in people's DMs. I was introducing myself. I was hitting elevator pitches.
You did what you had to do.
I did what I had to do.
Yes.
I funded my truck with everything, you know, and $500, I'm here today, and we're on the road to we're over well of a six-digit business. Like we do really great numbers. My next goal, seven figures. Once we accomplish what we need to accomplish.
And what happened?
Just say, you know, we'll be at the top.
And she took a sip on that period. Yes, CJ, love it. And finally, just what makes you a royal woman?
You know what? What makes me a royal woman is that I take nothing from no one. I don't let anyone degrade my business. I don't let anyone come in here and say, hey, what if I just offer you this and you do this? No. I don't take no for an answer. I'm going to be so persistent. What makes me a royal woman? You want to know for real?
I'm listening.
I'm self-made. When I say self-made, I do everything that needs to be done to make my business grow.
Okay, Madam CJ Walker.
You better say it. So yeah, I just, you know, I stand on my own. I'm true to who I am. I'm authentic. And one thing about being a royal woman, you have to be authentic, because royal women, they're not inorganic. They don't fake who they are. Who I am today and what I came to you, what I presented to you, and what I told you, what came to me, that's who I am. So yeah, I'm a royal woman, and no one can question that.
Period.
You better believe that.
Period. I love all of it. I love everything about CJ and Booze and Bubbles. And before we go, of course, I have to mention that CJ is also in the summer edition of RoyalTee Magazine. You knew that, right?
Okay, wait. So you told me that it was gonna be like a little smaller segment. What are you showing me?
It's small little midget or whatever.
Is it small? Like what?
It's small little midget or whatever. But CJ is actually one of our royal women who are on the go and on the rise. And so, of course, before we left, I had to show. I'm gonna show our viewers first. I had to show the spread with her and her fiance here. Look, see?
Oh my gosh! Oh my! That's me, y'all. That's me. I look kind of cute.
Yeah, you look cute. You doing your thing.
And my babe or whatever, he cute. You can't have him. Sorry.
Yes. So please, if you want to know more about CJ and Booze and Bubbles, please purchase the summer edition of RoyalTee Magazine. And we also have it exclusive and snippet on our website, RoyalTeeMagazine.com. And CJ, girl, I just want to thank you for coming on to RoyalTee Talks. It was such a treasure speaking to you. So CJ, tell my viewers please where we can follow you and Booze and Bubbles, because I know I'm excited to see where you're going. I know my viewers are excited to see where you're going. So we just want to know, like, where can we follow you and just keep in touch?
Absolutely. So don't mind my lips. Did I tell you how we're rotating this?
Girl, I can't even tell.
Okay.
Look, as a post braces child, I understand, because I have like a bottom retainer right here, and sometimes my words get stuck. Like, I get it.
Yeah. So absolutely. So follow me on Instagram at Booze and Bubbles with 2 S's, and then you can follow me on Instagram follow me on Facebook at Booze and Bubbles Tampa. Of course, we have all our contact information on there. If you're in the state of Florida, we do service the whole area, and as well as if you're out of town, please reach out to us, because we are coming to a city near you. Because
they travel.
Yeah. We are coming to a city near you. So hopefully somewhere in Houston. You're out there? Okay.
Shout out to Houston.
Yeah, we definitely want to get out there, and we appreciate the support. And if anyone is looking to get with us, please reach out to us.
All right, I love it. I love it. And of course, if you want to know more about CJ, please purchase our summer edition of RoyalTee Magazine featuring the beautiful Kyla Pratt, Evolution of a Royal Woman. And we have CJ as well, featured as a royal woman who is on the go. Of course, as you can see, she's on the go and on the rise, because let me tell you, she is in a royalty spotlight. And this is someone that you want to pay attention to. Okay, hunty? All right, period. And also, please check her out. We have a snippet of the interview on RoyalTeeMagazine.com. Make sure you're following the magazine on RoyalTeeMagazine.com. IG RoyalTee Mag, that's RoyalTee Mag, as well as Twitter RoyalTee Mag. Like us on Facebook, and also please subscribe to our YouTube so you can see all the wonderful content that the magazine is doing, including our segments with Royalty Talks with phenomenal men and women, royal men and women, should I say, locally, nationally. We want to hear about you. So if you are someone that you feel, or you know someone that needs to be, that you feel would be great for Royalty Talks, hey, hit us up, editor@RoyalTeeMagazine.com. I would love to hear from them. And thank you, CJ, for just coming on the show. I really appreciated our conversation today. And also shout out to our host venue, 7th and Grove, here in Ybor City in Tampa, Florida. Thank you for hosting us. Such a beautiful establishment. So the next time you're here in Ybor City, in the Tampa Bay area, please make sure to check them out. Get them a holler. One word. Actually, a couple of words. The macaroni, the fried macaroni balls, delicious.
Oh no, wait, no. The double eggs with the okra.
Okay, double eggs for okra. The macaroni balls, please check them out. Okay, shout out to 7th and Grove. Thank you for hosting us, and thank you again, CJ.
Absolutely.
Yes, and that is another episode of Royalty Talks, and we will see you the next time. Let's cheers it out.
Cheers.